welcome to a new video. In today's video I'm gonna talk about all the new book releases that comes out in May that I want to read hopefully at some point. So let's talk about the books that comes out in May. So for this video we have 6 books that I want to talk about that I'm interested in, that I've seen on Goodreads that I want to read. So let's start with the first book, that is Out of the Ashes by Kara Thomas. Out of the Ashes. I will put a picture here of the book, and I will read you a bit. I will probably read the thing that made me want to read this book. So, a woman investigation into her family's murder uncovers lies, secrets, and dangerous truth in a heart-wrenching novel of suspense. So that is all that I needed to read to realize that I want to read this. Yes, so a murder in her family, she wants to know the truth, lies. I just want to know what has happened here. This book comes out on 1st May. Next we have 2nd of May, 4 Found Dead are released. And the book is about, and the book is written by Natalie D. Richard. At the movie theater where you works, the last show has ended, but the nightmare is just beginning. Tonight, yeah. So that is the sentence that made me want to read it. So that the theater that she's working, the last movie has been shown, and the nightmare is just beginning. Like, what has happened here? I want to know. So yes, I want to know. But that book comes out on 2nd of May. Then we have on May 9 we have The Book That Wouldn't Burn. I also saw that Kristen Craves Books has talked about this book, and yeah, I've seen her talk about it, but I put this on my list before watching her video, but she also talked about it. So this is the first book in a trilogy, I think. So a boy has lived his whole life trapped within a vast library, older than empires and larger than cities. A girl. So I don't need to read more. If a book has the title something with book in it, I'm already interested in. And here, when I read the first sentence, a library is like mentioned. Like, I love this setting. Like, I love a book about books. So this sounds something like I would actually really enjoy reading. But this is like a fantasy, I guess, in a trilogy. But yeah, this book comes out on May 9, and it's written by Mark Lawrence. Then we have also, I'm gonna try to not make this a long video because I'm very good at it. But then on 16th of May we have Between Two Strangers. And this book is written by Kate White. A woman receives a revealing inheritance that may have something to do with her past in this twisty and addictive psychological thriller from the New York Times best-selling author, blah blah blah. Yeah. So a woman receives an inheritance, and struggling artist Skylar Moore is receiving a suspicious phone call from a lawyer she never met regarding a private matter. As soon as she arrives at the law firm office, she learns she has inheritance something, and yes. So what could this be? I just think this is something that I would really like to read, because she has inherited something from a person that she has never met, but she has got something that, yeah. So what has happened here? And I don't want to know too much either. Yeah, and it has something to do with her family as well. So yes, I don't want to know more. If you want to know more about this book, go to Goodreads. But yes, the thing that made me want to read this though is that it's something from her past, and then it also says it's twisty and addictive psychological thriller. Like, that is something I like. I like that kind of thriller. So yes, this is my cup of tea, if I put it that way. Then we have 23rd of May. We have The Revenge List by Hannah Mary Mackinnon. I don't know if I put that last name correctly, but here's a little bit about the book. They say life flashes before your eyes when you're about to die, but all she could see was regret. The people in Frankie Morgan's life say she's angry, emotionally stunned. But really, who can blame her? It's hard being nice when your clients are insufferable. Your next door neighbor is miserable. And yes. And then there's more, of course, but the thing that that made me want to read this is that the line, they say life flashes before your eyes when you're about to die, but all she could see was regrets. Like, what has she done? Like, what has happened here? I would like to know more. And the title, The Revenge List, yeah. And then we have on the 30th of May, we have The New Mother. The New Mother comes out the last day of May, 30th of May. And here we have a bit of the story. A fresh new twist on motherhood and murder in suburbia. Isolated, lonely, tired, it's hard being the new mother. Sometimes it's murder. Nothing is simple about being a new mom alone in a new house. especially when your baby is colloquy. But yes, I like this setting, like the motherhood and what happens when you're a mother and you're isolated in a new home with a newborn baby in the suburbia. Like, yeah. So, and the title, The New Mother, like what could it be? So yeah. So that is all the 6 books in May that I found interested, and I'm very interested to see if I'm going to like any of those. Like, I will read them at some point, because I will not go and buy this at this release date, but at some point I do hope that I am going to read them. But of course, you never know, I could also find myself lack the interest of reading them at some point also, so you never know. But at the moment when I'm recording this, I do want to read all of these books at some point. So yes. But yes, is there any of these books that you want to read? Let me know in the comments. Please leave a like and a comment. That would make me very happy. It also would help my channel grow a lot if you leave a comment. And I will see you next time in a new video. Bye.